Hey everyone, welcome to today's MTG Finance video, where I take a look at 5 great cards for your MTG collection. Now these will be must-have cards that will all be under $1 and will be great to playing, formats like Commander and everything like that. So these cards, like I said, all under $1. They could be budget versions of other cards or recently left standard. So the first card we're going to look at today is Argyle's Bloodfast. Now this has dropped to a lovely price of roughly around 64 cents. It's a 1 black legendary enchantment. Pay 1 and a black, pay 2 life, draw a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 5 or less life, you may transform it. And when it transforms, it goes into Temple of Alkalzots. Hopefully, Aklazotz. Let's see if I can say that right. It's a legendary land, then adds 1 black to your mana pool. Sacrifice a creature, you gain life equal to its toughness. Now, this card very much reminds me of a very budget version of a card, Phyrexian Arena, that a lot of you will know, Commander players out there. But that Phyrexian Arena will trade between $15 and $20. Now, for 64 cents, you're getting a card that costs 1 mana less, but does have the stipulation that you have to tap 2 mana, but it's a choice as well. Remember, Phyrexian Arena, it is an amazing card, but if you've not died by Phyrexian Arena, you've never lived. I've died by that sword as well. It's literally killed me. It's hilarious when it happens. But this, for me, is a really good budget card. And dropping to that price, it does a lot. It's got two abilities. You can play it, obviously, with the enchantment side. Then it flips over to the land. It then gives you a sack outlet. So it's going to work very well in sort of sack decks in Commander and stuff like that. But the ability just to pay the 2 life and draw a card when you want is nice as well. To give black that constant card draw, I think this is a really good card. And like I said, Phyrexian Arena probably is the better card, but $20, 64 cents. If you're looking, for a budget version that does similar things but then has an extra ability, this is a really good card to pick up. So the next card on my list is under $1, 93 cents roughly, is Endray's Forerunners. This is great in big green stompy decks, even in Gruul aggro decks or anything like that. It has Vigilance, Trample and Haste. When Endrunner enters the battlefield, other creatures you control get +2/2 and gains Vigilance and Trample. Now this will remind you sort of a card that does get played in various decks. It's called Crater Hoof Behemoth. Now that costs 8, has haste, has a better ability. Like I said, it's a bit like the Argyles. When this enters the battlefield, creature you control gain Trample and get +XX to end of turn, X is the number of creatures. But this will go for, if you go for the Secret Lair version, it's about $30 to $35, and a normal version is about $45. So you're looking at a huge difference. But Endray's Forerunners is a great budget version for this card. And, I've won many a game. Now, unless you're absolutely loaded with money, you could probably have a Crater Hoof Behemoth in every single one of your decks, or, even maybe your Proxium, but Endray's Forerunners for 93 cents is a great substitution. It's a bigger body, it's a 7/7, costs the same amount of mana, but just has a slightly less better ability, if that's even a word. But still the Endray's Forerunners ability of entering +2/2 Vigilance and Trample, I think is very good. Obviously, you get Vigilance with Endray's, which you don't get with Crater Hoof Behemoth. Now, I'm not saying it's better, like the Argyles. It's not saying it's better than the Crater Hoof, but for me, it's a great budget card to pick up. And for under $1, you should definitely get some of these in your collection. Now we go for a bit of a staple in green decks, Lifecrafter's Bestiary, 3 mana artifact, beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay green. If you do, draw a card. This is going for roughly around 80 cents, and for mono green decks, this is brilliant. So whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay green. If you do, draw a card. This can even work in other decks as well. And scrying is brilliant as well. So this can take the place of some of your 3 mana slots in there. I think it will give you absolute value. Scrying each upkeep is really cool. Whenever you cast a creature spell, just paying that 1 green mana to draw a card. I mean, how good is that? That is brilliant. And for me, for 80 cents, this card should be a staple in a lot of your decks. It's just an absolute machine for me. Scrying is one of the most powerful mechanics for me. I love scrying as an ability. I absolutely love it. And drawing cards, I'm a bit of a blue mage, as you know, but screen is basically the new blue. So this is a really good card. And, pick up a few of these while they're at such a low price. Now we're going for a card that used to terrorise me when it was in Standard. It's called Ishkanar Graf Widow. Now, it's a 5 mana, 3/5. It does have reach. If you like spiders, this is definitely the card for you. This is coming in around, averagely around 84 cents, and you're getting a really good 5 mana creature for this. Green does struggle sometimes with dealing with flyers, so this can help you. This has reach. When it enters the battlefield, if you've got the Delirium, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, you get to put 3/1/2 green spider creature tokens with reach onto the battlefield. And this has a black ability as well, paying 6 and a black, target opponent loses 1 life for each spider you control. So if you're playing in maybe Abzan colours and you have ways to duplicate tokens and everything like that, there's many different ways to do that, and just basically have a field of green spider tokens. That is a win con. Paying that 7, yeah, you're sinking a lot of mana in, but we know in Commander, sinking a lot of mana in, it's not much, is it? Late game, you've always got that mana open. Paying 7 for target opponent to lose 1 life for each spider control is, that could definitely be a win con. You get 10 of the 12, 14 spiders on there, bang, 14 damage, 14 damage. I think that is a nice little card. And it's got a 3/5 stat, which is nice. Going to be taking a lot of blockers, going to be blocking some flyers as well, like I say. But all in all, value for this creature and value in the price as well. 84 cents. Get it in your green-black decks, get it in your Golgari decks, and maybe in your Abzan decks, and give it a try. The next card is if you're looking to build up a new commander deck. Sissy Weatherlike Captain is in the top 10 of most popular commanders, and it is actually the cheapest commander for you to buy at around 85 cents. This is a 5-colour commander, so you can mix up with so many different types of cards with this. What I was interested in with this type of deck is what I've seen is if you do like a shrine deck, so you can get Sanctum of All in there, you can do different types of shrine, just do a shrine field. And what's good about all these shrines, including the Sanctum as well, is that they're basically all under $1 as well. So maybe you do have a budget type of deck on your hands with one of the most powerful commanders that is out there. Sissy Weatherlike Captain gets +1/1 for each colour among other legendary permanents you control. The Sanctums and everything like that are normally legendary as well, which really helps build this creature up, and you can just attack with this, make it unblockable, be really good. You can pay the Wooburg colours, search your library for a legendary permanent card with coveted mana cost less than Sissy's power. Put that card onto the battlefield, shuffle your library. You can see why this is one of the most powerful cards. So if you're looking to build that ultimate, you want to compete with your mates who's got really strong commander decks, this could be the one for you. You can still build it with a budget in mind, and still have a very, very strong deck, and of course a very strong commander. And coming in at under $1 at 85 cents, I think this is a cracking card to build around. So that's been 5 more cards to put into your collection. Go and pick them up now while these prices are like this. You'll have to source around for them. But yeah, I like doing these videos. I haven't done one for quite a while, but I want to get back into doing these maybe every couple of weeks or something like that. But yeah, let me know you've enjoyed it. Put the thumbs up if you can. I would really appreciate that. Shout out to my patrons. I appreciate that extra support you do. If that's something you're interested in, please go and check that out. But yeah, let me know what you think of these cards in the comments. Have you got some? Are you going to pick these up? Are you going to build around Sissy? Or have you got a Sissy deck you can share with the comments so everyone can see it? As you know, I'm doing daily videos now, so there'll be another one out tomorrow. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video.